It's all falling into place in our garden. The meadow seems to be more and more established every year. Insects are chirping, and it's so great to just soak it all in. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like we are in a garden. It's more like a little piece of nature, which is what we aim for here, and we are slowly getting there. We've been mowing quite a lot recently. As always, there is nothing new, but I wanted to use the opportunity and show you our hedge, because the trees are not lost in the grass, they are not overgrown, and not trees, shrubs. Did I say shrubs? Hopefully yes.
Some of them could be classified as trees as well, so why not?
Okay, so trees and shrubs, and they are growing, so it looks like the hedge is slowly starting to happen. Some of them are still really small, like this one, but some are quite nice. So that is amazing. We really like it. It's a mixed hedge, so there are various shrubs, very many different varieties, a lot of them edible with edible berries, and they are planted quite far from each other. If you compare it to, I don't know, regular hedges, that's because they need to grow. They could be quite big, and over time they would create a wall, a green wall. So we'll see. Sometimes some of them die and we have to replace them, like this one is new, a mulberry, very small, but mulberries grow fast, so that's great. This part, for example, is amazing. It's already quite big and it shields us from there.
From the field.
From the field, yes. So, yay, at some parts it's already done. But look here. These ones, for example, are smaller and thinner, so not all the shrubs grow the same. This part is also quite pathetic. The chokeberries or aronia berries grow quite slowly and not very big, so we'll see, maybe we will plant more here. But here, right next to it, amazing, green wall, nobody could see through this. It's often roses, dog rose shrubs, they are very thick and big, but there is also hawthorn, very big, and also this area, aronia berries, a bit smaller and thinner, but they are growing. So with aronia berries and all the shrubs, it depends on the local conditions. Maybe at some places balls are more prominent and they like the roots, they eat the roots of the shrubs and they grow slower there. Here, these aronia berries grow quicker, so that's nice. But look here, wow, another green wall. This is a mix of elderberries, there is also a dog rose, and here we have a hazelnut shrub. So, wow, sometimes it's amazing. Here it's also getting better, elderberries behind me, and here Saskatoon berries are not very great for the hedge because they are also quite thin, but look at the amount of berries here. I'm going to pick them soon, today, in a few minutes, because they are very full of berries and they are so big. I'm looking forward to this. As you can see, we have to protect them against birds. We planted the hedge along all property lines, so that's our, I would say, main priority, or one of the main ones here on the property, because we want privacy. That's why we bought this property. In the yard we have privacy, but we would also like privacy here. So that's why there is this hedge everywhere. And sometimes also the neighbors have some shrubs planted by the fence. And at some spots I also planted ivy, so that would also grow on the fence. So we'll see, but it's coming together quite nicely. I would like it to be faster, but that's nature, you can't rush it. So hopefully in some time we will be here in the green walls and it will be amazing. Such mixed hedges as ours are great for wildlife and biodiversity. The birds can eat a lot of berries, and every kind of bird prefers other berries and fruits, so it's great to have a big variety. Some smaller animals could hide in between the shrubs when they are bigger, for example hedgehogs, and overall it's great for nature. That's why we are trying to grow such natural mixed hedge. Look how much of Saskatoon berries I picked. This is absolutely amazing. I needed to get a bigger bowl even than I previously anticipated. So I am in a positive shock. It's great. The taste of Saskatoon berries is similar to blueberries, although they are a bit drier. The taste is somehow drier than blueberries, but sweeter. So it's interesting. I found on the internet that sometimes they are called service berries, not Saskatoon berries, so I'm not sure, but it's amazing that we have them here. And we still have more shrubs in the garden, so the harvest doesn't stop here. The berries get ripe gradually, so you have to check every other day or so and pick the ripe ones. It seems like these ones were the least affected by the late spring frost, and Saskatoon is a city in Canada and it could get very cold there during winter, so maybe that's where the name comes from and they are resistant to cold weather. So yay!
The first begonias showed up, and these are absolutely gorgeous. They are new. It's a new color that we didn't have before because the old ones died. And they have such big flowers.
Yes. How are they so big?
Yeah. And I don't know why this one started blooming so much earlier than others. Here they are only starting to develop flowers. But this one has been like this for maybe a week now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as it's as beautiful as this one. Wow.
And more flowers are coming.
Cool. Yay. Guys, we are in a forest. We are foraging for mushrooms and look, this one is the most precious. It's, I don't know the name, but this one is delicious. These ones are like the typical look of mushroom for me, the yellow bottom part and this, but some of them are kinda old. But here we can see another one. Yay! And this one is young. Look at the bright yellow. so cool. These ones are interesting. Look. Yay. This is edible. These white balls. We call them dusties or something like that. When they are old and you step on them, they release this dust. And here is another one, but very tiny. It's not worth picking. We will let it grow. These ones are not known to us, so we are not picking them. It's a no-no. We only pick those ones that we know for sure, 100%. Of course, you have to be careful with mushrooms. And we are just randomly walking here. There are a lot of flies annoying us. But yeah, I'm happy that we found at least something. Guys, Tommy found this one and it's again the most precious kind. I'm sad I don't know the name in English. I will put it on the screen. Ta-da!
Oak mushroom. Oak mushroom.
Yeah, we call them something like oak mushrooms, and we are in an oak forest, so it's logical. And it's so beautiful. There is so much mass, you know, and worms don't go here on these ones. The more common ones are very full of worms often, but not these precious ones. So, wow, I'm happy we found two already. This one is old. Such a shame. You can see it's not bright yellow, so it's also full of worms. When they are old, they must be very delicious for worms. This is such a cute picture here in the fine grass. These ones, again, are from the most precious family, but they look a bit different to these ones. The color of the top is different. They are all edible, except some could be very bitter, so you should taste them, Tommy said. So I'm going to taste a piece. Not bitter at all. Oh my god, yes, I am taking them with us. They are going on a trip. Wow. Amazing.
Wow, those look amazing.
But probably, I don't know, maybe a bit of worms are in the leg. We call it a leg, this thing. We'll see. And the second one, they are very thick. Look. Amazing. And look at our little basket. It's almost full. I consider this full because we usually don't have luck with mushrooms. So we have found quite a lot of them already. And this is not over, but it will be soon.
We found another one. This one has a more orange cap, but it's definitely edible.
Yeah, so pretty. Wow, amazing.
Maybe it's the same one.
Tommy has a good eye for these ones.
And I didn't even take my glasses.
Yeah, so this is amazing. You attract them or they attract you.
Yeah.
Look what we found. This one in English is called giant puffball. And it's one of these dusties. Usually they are small, but this one is enormous and it should be delicious. They often just grow here like this on the road here. So in the fields it can be also very bountiful. And our bounty for today is amazing. I love it. We have quite a lot of them. I threw out the ones from this kind that were bad and full of worms. These ones should be okay. These ones are amazing and I'm looking forward to dinner. I just cut the mushrooms into small pieces and now I'm going to fry them in a bit of oil on a pan. The mushrooms release a lot of water, so they are getting less in volume. They are shrinking. And now let's add some eggs. Our dinner is ready. This is like a very basic meal, the main one for mushroom hunters, I would say. So you just fry the mushrooms and add eggs later. Here we have veggies from our garden, pak choi, here leaves of nasturtium, and here radishes, a few of them. So that's nice. Just to add something green, and we are ready to feast. I'm really happy that our dinner today is from the forest. This is the nettle compost tea that I started making in May. I put a lot of nettles in water in this barrel and it stayed here for maybe 6 weeks. I've been using it recently and I've been watering some of our plants. I always stir it and it stinks. The smell is horrible, so if you ever make this, count with that. Be prepared for the terrible smell. And what we need to do is to mix clear water with this nettle compost tea in 1:10 ratio. So 10 parts of water and 1 part of this. Because on its own it would be too strong, it could hurt the plants. So that's why you need to mix it with water. The ratio, of course, is only approximately, depends on how strong you have the nettle compost tea, how much nettle you used, how much water, so doesn't have to be very precise. And now I'm going to water our tomatoes. I've been watering some of our trees and shrubs and it's a lot of nutrients for them. It's a natural fertilizer with a lot of nitrogen. A lot of nitrogen is in nettles. So now I'm going to use it for the tomatoes, and in the future I will also use it in our garden for other veggies, and yeah, it works like that. I always use one full water can of this mixture for our trees, maybe half a can or even one full can for shrubs, depending on how big they are. And for the tomatoes I will use 1/3 of the water can, so every tomato gets 1/3.